What would you do if you didn't have to work for a living? If your income came from something you love to do, or came from passive sources, and not your regular job, what would be different? Financial independence, or FI for short, is the idea of saving and investing to the point where the income produced can replace your current job and allow you to do something else. It's a goal I've been working on for over 10 years now. When I think to myself what I would do different, my answer was boating and traveling more, so I combined them. Almost a year ago, I purchased my boat Valkyrie and spent the next 10 months doing some much needed repairs and fixing her up to start cruising. There's still a lot more to do, but enough has been done to start enjoying some time on the water. In this first episode, Valkyrie takes me to the village of Ocracoke on Ocracoke Island, part of the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Valkyrie is not a fast boat. Traveling at an average of 7.5 knots, or about 8.5 miles per hour, she is designed for reliability and comfort, and not speed. The trip from her home port at cruising speed will take about 7 hours. The weather forecast for the day, both at our point of departure and our destination, was excellent. Winds were hardly strong enough to move the flag that sits on her bow. It's amazing how quickly the time passes with some good music on the radio, a warm summer's breeze, and waterfront sights all around you. Described by some as a small drinking village with a fishing problem, the town boasts around 800 year-round residents. But it has an explosive tourist population during the summer months and some of the best seafood in North Carolina. I was going just after Labor Day to meet up with some friends and enjoy the sights, the food, and of course, the beaches. The National Park Service maintains several hundred feet of bulkhead open on a first-come, first-served basis. Amenities are minimal, and the docks have some exposed bolts, which boats must be protected against, but it includes electric and on-site restrooms and is pretty affordable considering the location. Once I tied up, and every morning thereafter, I made a short walk over to the visitor center to scan the required QR code and pay my fee for the day. $66 covers my 46-foot boat. With night quickly approaching, it was time to meet up with some friends, grab some dinner, and call it a night. After a great night's sleep, the next day meant it was time to explore. The steady drone of cicadas marked the start of the Springer's Point Nature Trail. It's a short, sandy trail that winds through dense foliage before reaching the sound side of the island. The trees here stay short and are twisted and gnarled from constant wind and frequent storms. This branch suggests they grow slowly as well. I counted over 30 rings. The plaque at the beginning of the trail suggests the first European settlement was established here around 1715. Known as Pilot Town, the locals would help guide ships in and out of the treacherous channel known for unpredictable sandbars. But the area is most famous for being the hangout of the infamous pirate Edward Teach, better known as Blackbeard. In 1718, Teach and several others, such as Charles Vane, Robert Beale, and Calico Jack Rackham, met in this area where it was thought to be the largest pirate gathering ever held in mainland North America. Blackbeard would be killed soon after. I was one of the first to arrive, so the beaches still contained many footprints of what I assume were crabs who spent the night excavating their homes. I spent no less than half an hour walking up and down the beach looking for something interesting to videotape. No. Well, that looks interesting. Sure enough, hermit crabs suddenly became somewhat easy to spot. I commandeered one from what I assume was a perilous quest and placed it in front of my camera, hoping to get some video of what it looked like. This one, however, refused. Not ready for the limelight, I assume. Another was needed. The stone making up the breakwall was actually concrete laden with rusty metal. So rather than climbing around and risking a wonderful case of tetanus, I decided to find an easier target. Another was found who was a bit more forgiving. Still, they were not quick to poke out of their protective shells. This was clearly a waiting game. Finally, success. I could leave the trail happy. The next day meant exploring more of the town. The island's lighthouse is a quick stop along the way. Completed in 1823, it's the oldest operating lighthouse in North Carolina, and one of the oldest in the nation. Consisting of over 850,000 bricks, and with walls 5 feet thick at the base, it's an impressive engineering and logistical achievement for its time. Unfortunately, your journey is limited to the base of the stairs, the public is not allowed to go up, and the old keeper quarters is being rebuilt and raised several feet in the air to protect from future hurricane flooding. Lots of flowers and fruiting plants dot the island and its beach houses, making it a popular ground for butterflies. I'm not sure what seed you grow to get one of these. a mountain of conch shells mark a popular gift shop. It stocks many so-called necessities for beach life. A display of personalized coffee mugs shows one name sells out more than any other. A rowdy set of locals patrol the Mexican food truck for any discarded delicacies. Others prefer a more natural diet. And of course, there is the beach. Some days were a bit windy, leaving interesting patterns in the sand from a constant blow the night before. Driving on the beach is legal here, provided you avoid the turtle nests and other wildlife sanctuaries. Despite being so close, everyone keeps their distance. There's also a more somber side to the island. Of the several graveyards dotting the land, one stands out. In May of 1942, HMT Bedfordshire was sunk by a German U-boat. All aboard were lost. Over several days, a total of 4 bodies washed up on Ocracoke's shores, 2 of which were never identified. The land they are buried in is on permanent lease to the British government, ensuring their sailors always remain buried in British soil. Before we knew it, the week was over. About 2 miles southwest of the nearest beach entrance is a part of the island known as the Point. It's a great place to watch the sunset and close out the week. The best weather window for my departure was early the next morning. I was greeted by a gentle drizzle and cars lining up in the parking lot preparing to board the ferry that I would also follow out of the harbor. My morning coffee brewed as I completed my checks. Everything was good to go. And now we're almost at the end of the video. I know you have a lot more stuff to go watch, so I'll try to be quick about this part. I don't plan on being one of those people who releases a video like this every week. It's just too much at the moment. But I do like making them. Those attitudes tend to conflict with the whole YouTube algorithm thing. So here's where I have a genuine request. If you thought this video was interesting, or if you simply made it this far, I'd really appreciate it if you can give this video a like, Or better yet, subscribe to the channel to catch the next time that I post. I'd also like to hear your thoughts. I'm going to make what I find interesting, but know I've got some things to learn still. So if you feel up to it, leave me a comment and let me know how I'm doing. And with that, I'll leave you with 60 seconds of raw, unedited footage of Valkyrie humming along back to her home port. Thanks again for watching.